Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are heading to one of Middlesbrough's best loved green spaces, that of Stewart Park. This is a place that blends history, community spirit, wildlife and open landscapes all in one. And it's no surprise that it remains a real favourite for locals and visitors alike. Across this walk and review, I'll be taking you a journey around the 120 acres of the parkland, woodland and the lakes, as well as pointing out some of the highlights, facilities and overall visitor experience. Whether you're considering a family item, a solo trip, or even just curious about what makes this place special, this review should help give you a rounded picture. When you arrive at Stewart Park, the first thing you'll notice is how expansive and open the landscape feels. The entrance of Marton Road sets the tone, with a tree-lined avenue that guides you into a mix of greenery and open skies. The car park here is practical and usually has space on regular days, although it does fill quickly during big events and school holidays. For those arriving in bus or even on foot, it's accessible thanks to the central location in Middlesbrough's southern suburbs. As you step into the park itself, the first impression is one of scale. It doesn't feel like a small municipal park squeezed into an urban setting. Instead it has the air of a country estate, with large lawn, mature trees and wide paths that stretch out in every direction. There's an immediate sense of calm, and the sounds of passing traffic quickly fade once you're surrounded by the greenery. You also tend to notice how well kept the park is. The grass is neatly cut, flower beds are well cared for, and the paths are generally in good condition. The green flag award that the park proudly holds isn't just for show. One of Stewart Park's strongest features is a variety of landscapes. If you enjoy woodland walks, you'll find plenty of mature trees here. Oak, beeches and sycamores create shaded paths, while the arboretum section includes some more unusual specimens. These trees aren't just decorative, they're labelled and celebrated, offering visitors an educational walk as well as a scenic one. In autumn the area is particularly beautiful, with colours ranging from bright yellows to deep reds, making it a favourite with photographers. The arboretum also adds a sense of quiet and seclusion. While the main lawns can be busy with families and children playing, the tree-lined paths allow you to drift away into a more reflective space. Bird songs becomes more prominent here, and you might spot squirrels darting as you move between the tree trunks. For anyone who enjoys natural variety, the woodland sections of Stewart Park really do change the pace and the atmosphere of the park. Water always brings a sense of peace to public parks, and Stewart Park is no exception. The two lakes, one larger and one smaller, act as focal points for visitors. Ducks, geese and swans are common sights here, and children often gather with bags of bird food. The lakes are well integrated into the park, with benches and viewing points placed around them, offering plenty of opportunities to stop and take in the view. On calm days the reflection of the surrounding trees in the water makes for a picturesque scene, while on breezy days the movement adds extra energy to your walk. The lakes also provide a habitat for local wildlife, adding ecological value to the park. Dragonflies skim the surface in summer, and you might catch a sight of a heron if you're lucky. It's worth taking the time to walk the full circuit around both lakes, as each offers a slightly different character and outlook. For families, one of the highlights of Stewart Park has to be the Pets Corner. This area is home to a variety of animals including goats, llamas, fallow deer and Highland cattle. It's free to access and very popular with children. What makes the Pets Corner so enjoyable is it adds an interactive element to the park. It's not just about walking and looking at landscapes. Here you'll have a chance to engage with living creatures. It also adds an educational side, especially when parents or grandparents use the opportunity to talk to children about farming and animals and nature. Of course, Stewart Park isn't just about green space. It carries strong historical importance. The park is famously associated with Captain Cook, the world-renowned explorer and navigator, who was born in a cottage near now where the park stands. While the original cottage no longer exists, the site is marked by a granite urn, and Captain Cook Birthplace Museum sits within the ground, which unfortunately now is only open during school holidays. The museum is dedicated to Cook's life and voyages, offering exhibitions, models and interactive displays, and giving you a deeper insight into his extraordinary career. Whether you're a history enthusiast or just mildly curious, the museum adds a fascinating layer to the park visit. it makes Stewart Park unique. Few other parks can claim such a direct link to one of the world's greatest explorers. For those coming with children, the play area is another major attraction. It's modern, themed in part around Captain Cook, and providing climbing frames, swings, slides and plenty of space for young ones to burn off their energy. It's usually bursting with activity, which adds to the lively family atmosphere. If you're more interested in fitness, Stewart Park also caters to you. There's a trim trail with outdoor exercise equipment, a table tennis table and even a mini golf course. Walkers and joggers will appreciate the well-maintained paths that loop around the park, offering routes of varying lengths. Cyclists are also welcome, though the park retains a pedestrian feel. Stewart Park is more than just a place to pass through. It's also a hub of community life. Every Saturday morning, the park hosts the Park Run, a free time 5-kilometre event that brings together runners and volunteers from across Middlesbrough and beyond. The atmosphere is supportive and welcoming, with people of all ages and abilities taking part. It gives the park a weekly rhythm that draws people back again and again. Markets also take place here, usually once a month, featuring local produce, crafts and food stalls. Large annual events include the Cleveland Show, which is an agricultural fair showcasing animals, competitions and rural skills. And of course Stewart Park has been the stage for some truly massive events. None more than the BBC Radio 1's Big Weekend, which brought tens of thousands of music fans to Middlesbrough. These big occasions underline just how versatile and important this park is to the region. No park review is complete without mention of cafes. Stewart Park has Henry's Cafe near the visitor centre, which is popular with park runners grabbing a coffee after their Saturday effort. It offers a standard range of drinks, cakes and light meals. There's also Cook's Cafe, which has a mixed reputation. Some visitors praise the friendly service and reasonable prices, while others have noticed that the food can sometimes fall short. Either way, it's handy to have somewhere to stop for refreshments. Toilets are available, including a changing places facility, which is excellent for accessibility and ensures the park is usable by all. Parking is straightforward most days, although it can get busy. And it's also worth noting that there's an EV charger at the main car park, which is handy for those with electric vehicles. Like many parks, Stewart Park changes character with the seasons. In the spring, the fresh green and blossoming trees give it a lively, optimistic feel. Summer sees lawns busy with picnics, children playing and events taking place. Autumn is perhaps the most beautiful season here, with leaves turning and the arboretum showing off its colours. Winter can become quieter, with frost on the grass and fewer visitors, but open landscapes still provide a sense of calm and space. The overall visit experience at Stewart Park is very positive. People consistently describe it as a friendly, family-oriented and welcome. The variety of activities ensure everyone finds something to do, whether it's feeding ducks, exploring trails, attending events, or simply sitting on a bench with a coffee. While there are some concerns about vandalism in the play area or about the cafe quality, these are relatively minor compared with the overwhelming positive feedback the park receives. But how does Stewart Park measure up as a destination? In short, it ticks most boxes you'd expect from a public park. It combines green open space with woodland, water, wildlife, history, recreation and community. It serves locals on a daily basis and also has enough character and uniqueness, thanks to Captain Cook's legacy, to attract visitors from further afield. The facilities are decent, the atmosphere is vibrant, and its ability to host both small family visits and massive events speaks volumes about its flexibility. If you're in Middlesbrough or the surrounding Teesside area, Stewart Park is well worth a visit. Whether you're coming for exercise, relaxation, education or entertainment, you'll find something here to enjoy. And perhaps most importantly, it remains free to access, making it inclusive and accessible to all. That concludes this walk and review of Stewart Park in Middlesbrough. Thanks for joining me, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment and please subscribe for more reviews of parks, gardens and green spaces across the UK.